Hey, what's going on? It's your favorite one guy here coming at you live. Well, at the time of this recording, it's live, but I just want to go over a deck tech with a blue-white Academy build that I've been cooking up since GD-02 dropped. I've been playing Academy since GD-01. I ran all kinds of aerial builds. I ran the unicorn. I ran, stuff like that. I tried aggro. So this is a combination of all that just put into one, where I feel like this is a good kind of start point for the deck. Also, it's not too bad on the wallet. So there's that. Besides this, wonderful, beautiful LR Plus, which is the only reason why I'm running the card, because I pulled it from my starter deck. So I was like, cool, let's go with that. So real quick, we'll go over the deck tech, and then I will tell you guys individually what each card, why I pick each card, for what reason. So we'll start with 4 Demi Garrison, which is your basic 2/1, 2/2 starter. Until we get a 1/1 to start kind of like a turn 1 play. This is going to be the best thing that we got for white, at least. Next, it's going to be 3 GMs. 3 GMs, not the 4th one, because there's some other cards in this deck that I kind of want to see more of. So, yeah. So I picked 3. Next is going to be 3 Gundam Ilfrith. I'm not running 4. I feel like too many blockers in the hand kind of like detriments it a little bit. But I feel like 3 is a good number. Coming from Yu-Gi-Oh!, I feel like 3 is great. 4 is something that you want to see more consistently of, but maybe not so much consistency. So we are going with another 3 of Mikes. Now this guy, he's pretty cool. He's a 3/3, 2/3 for 3/3. But if you have 4 or more commands in your trash, he becomes a 4/4. So he's a little bit better than Rizel, especially once you get the commands going, which I do run quite a bit of in this deck. Next, we have the 3 Rizels. Of course, it is a blue deck, so we might as well have the Rizels. Going into our level 4s, we have 3 Gundam Ferract. Gundam Ferract kind of works similar to Kira, in the sense that when he's linked and you swing in, you get to reduce something by 2, which is really great. And then there's a special tech card that I'm running in the deck that kind of facilitates a little bit of like a small combo to stop aggro. I mean, it does come out on turn 4. Normally at that time you're kind of already losing a lot of shields, but that's why we have the blockers here, and then we also have the little guys to kind of chip away at their front line. And then next we have 2 Grandpas. So Grandpa in the deck helps it get to the numbers. That's pretty much all he's there for. He's great for the pair. He's got the repair too. You can always swap out the numbers for Gundam Ferract and Grandpa. So instead of running 3 Ferract, you can run 3 Grandpa Gundam, and then 2 Ferract or whatever. Another thing why we run Ferract as well is because he has the Academy trait. Same thing with Mikes, they have the Academy trait, which can help out swing in the go turns. After that, we run one of the main. I love this card a lot. It's going to be the Gundam Aerial Permascore 6. What it does is when it is paired, you choose one enemy unit that's level 5 or lower, and then it gets -3 AP for the turn. That's helpful when it comes to the opponent's blockers as well. You can easily just -3 it. It's pretty much just another version of Unforeseen Incident, just in a body. So that's pretty helpful. And then the new card that I'm playing with that I feel that is desperately needed in this deck is going to be the Gundam Aerial Rebuild. This is from GD-02. This is a rare, and the reason why is because she has high maneuver, which this deck, when I've been playtesting it, always seems to kind of like fall short. Not being able to, if I'm winning by a lot, but normally it's like if I fall behind or anything, I kind of need like something with, like, I always was like, man, we need something with high maneuverability. That way we can just get over the blockers. She herself becomes a blocker if you have 4 or more commands engraved. I was currently, my old build was running 2 of the other rebuild, the one that gives you a command back, and then instead of 3 of the perma scores, it was 3 of the, it was either the bit change one, which was the level 4 for 3, or the Gundam Aerial, which was the 5/3 that becomes 1 when you have 4 more commands engraved. So that is all the units that we have in the deck. Whoop. Next, we're going to go with the pilots. So we are running, of course, 4 Suletas, as you can see here. I'm going to do a little flex and run the new type challenge Suleta. I do have a foil one as well, so if anyone wants to trade me foil Suletas, I will gladly take those. We take those here. Next, we're going to run 3 of my boy Amuro Ray, which is the best pilot in the game. When he is paired, he chooses a enemy unit that is 5 or less HP and rest it. So that's very great against those blockers. Even though they're starting to get some fat butts, you can always just kind of ping them. Well, there's no pinging in this deck, but you can kind of bait that block and then, or rest another unit prior to. The secret tech that I am running is Elan. Reason being is because he's an academy pilot, so he kind of links with Faract and Micaeus as well. He does give them 2 1s, making them either be 4. No, they become well, Faract becomes, I believe, a 4. Oh boy, putting me on the spot here. Yeah, he becomes a 4/5. He becomes a 5/4, and then same thing with the Micaeus, they become 5s. But then obviously when Micaeus gets the boost, he becomes the good old 6. So he helps block out the bases. But the cool thing about it is the fact that he's got the active action ability, which is once per turn. If there is an enemy unit with 1 or less AP, you can recover it by 1. So he pretty much gives anything that he's got under it repair 1, which is great against the aggro matchup, especially with Ferric, which already reduces anything by 2 when you swing in. So that way you can always just kind of go, all right, cool, under it, swing in, then get the repair. And then it is action, so that happens on both players' turn, which is phenomenal. Next, we're going to go over the bases that I run. I run the similar blue-white bases, so it's going to be obviously 3 Corsica base. Great for the turn 3 plays. It gives you the 4, the tall geese, the 4/2, and then it gives you the 2 other little Leos, and that's kind of what you want. You kind of, if you needed to, you can flood the board, and then the 1 Kusanagi. Now, I am tempted of replacing the Kusanagi with another, probably a different blue base, as in playtesting, bouncing a 3 or lower HP unit is kind of helpful, but at the same time, it's really not, at least for now, but we'll see. Next, we're going to go with the commands. We're running 4 of the beautiful Overflowing Affection. This is definitely one of my favorite cards. It's the draw 2 and then discard 1. I do like how it digs, and including with this deck, you do want to kind of dig either for the aerials or you want to dig for at least a couple of pilots, as soon as possible. So ideally, starting hand will probably be either the GM, your general manager, or the Demi Garrison, and this in hand. Followed by, depending on the matchup, Rizel or Gundam Ilrith. Next, we're running 3 of the Iron Fisted Disciple, or Choo Choo, for the pilot. Again, it is an academy pilot, so she can link in with the other academies and give them that slightly boost, so they can get that haste. Other than that, though, you kind of also use her for the fact that she is a mini overflowing incident. And it is level 4 or lower, and it does it by 2, but this does indeed stop the wonderful blockers. And it's a good combat trick, in my opinion. Not one of the best combat tricks, but the second best, in my opinion. First being the unforeseen incident. Obviously, you can argue that, with Iron and Blood, but I believe the unforeseen incident is indeed the better combat trick. This one is burst, you activate the main. If not, you do the main or action. You choose an enemy unit, and they get -3 AP this turn. So that's for the whole turn. That's not just for the battle, which certain cards do say for the battle. So bear that in mind. Gundam Ferrac does say by battle, so you do need to -2 when you swing in. And then last but not least, we are running 2 Striker Pack. Striker Pack also helps with getting the blockers that you need. So you're running a total of 5 blockers, and it's just another body. It is great when you burst it. It is great when you have it in hand. It does go into the grave. So technically we are running 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 commands. So 12 commands is a good number if you're especially running a command-centric playstyle. If we're listing any white cards or any blue cards you think I should run, I know Gun Tank is good for the ping. I know Anxias are good for the ping. You can run like a ping variant of this deck. You can even run a other Grandpa variant as well. But so far, I'm really digging this build in particular. So we're just gonna put that here for right now. And if you ever need any more, or just want to see more deck text, just leave a like. And then I do have a red blue ping, as well as a purple blue deck that I'm playing with, and then a mono white Zeta. So feel free to check that one out in a bit. I'm gonna probably put in blue in it only because that's just I really do like playing Armoro and Gundam. Those two are really some real good cards, and then having the draw as well. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.